In today's video, I will be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo of the new 2024 model of Spirit Halloween's 2023 EMMELINE Animatronic. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, Darealist here, and today we have to unbox, set up, and review the Spirit Halloween 2023 EMMELINE Animatronic. So this is the updated 2024 model of the prop. It has handles on the box now, which is interesting, but I bought this prop at Spirit Halloween's grand opening the other day, and I am very happy to finally own her. I will say I already did unbox the prop, just so I can make sure everything was working and whatnot. And I did get home at night. I just wanted to take everything out before heading to bed, so I did not film a video since I already did unbox the prop. This is not how the prop will be packaged in the box when you get it. But without further ado, let's get right into the unboxing. So first we have the instructions, which should have also the bag with cotter pins, washers, and the sandbags, as well as the DC adapter. Here is the box with all of the different pulls. Here is the mechanism that shoots her out. I did take the pull off of this for storage reasons, but this is a pretty solid mech build. It is quite big too. Here is the main piece that unfolds to bring her out. This is pretty big, really nice metal too. It's a pretty neat build. Here is the bag with the ginormous cloth inside. Here is EMMELINE herself, and honestly, she looks really good in person. I'm gonna try and pull her out for you guys to be able to see. It is kind of tricky with the way her box is, but let's uncover her face. Here she is. She looks absolutely phenomenal. Mine has a pretty nice amount of detail, and I really like this sculpt. It looks really nice. And last but not least, arguably one of the most important parts, are the base. So that was pretty much it for the unboxing. Let's get into the setup. Taking all of the parts out of the box, we have her base, we have her cloth, EMMELINE with the arms, her adapter, these two pieces which should be attached to the base, but I took them off for storage. We have the bag with the wire clips, clevis pins, which should be attached already, cotter pins, and washer. We have the other part of her base. We have the pull, which the mechanism should be already attached to. Again, took it off for storage reasons. We have the E-pull, which the mechanism connects to. We have the F-pull. We have her stopper piece. We have the giant unfolding module. We have the piece that EMMELINE herself goes onto, and we have the part that moves EMMELINE's head. Lastly, we have her mechanism, but without further ado, let's get into her setup. First, grab your two base pieces and snap them on, matching A to A and B to B. Mine was a little weird, and it did take quite some time to snap them together. There we go. Now I can just snap lock the two pins, matching A to A and B to B. Next, we are going to take our pull labeled F, wherever that may be, and that is the pull that goes to the base that does not have the spring connection. We are going to snap lock it to the piece labeled F on the base, just like so. Then we are going to grab our pull labeled D, which has the spring and connector for the mechanism, and we are going to snap lock it to the piece on the base labeled D as well, just like so. Next, I am going to take our stopper piece and we are going to connect it, matching O to O, just like that. And now we are going to take one of these pieces, which should already be attached to the base right here. We are going to latch it on to the stopper piece, and we are going to take two cotter pins. If you are taking her out the box for the first time, you should only need one, and you are going to want to attach the cotter pin to the stopper piece. Next, we are going to want to take the pull with the mechanism attached. The mechanism should already be attached on yours, and we are going to want to snap lock it into the part on the base. It doesn't seem to have a label. Oh, okay, C to C. So you are going to want to snap lock it, matching C to C. Then you are going to want to take this piece again, and you are going to want to latch it onto that part, And again, I will need to use 2 cotter pins, but when you are attaching this to the thing, you are going to want to put the cotter pin on the pole. There should already be a cotter pin on the base, but when you are unboxing this prop, you are going to want to put the cotter pin on the pole. Our next step is going to be connecting the mechanism to the prop itself. Now, this might be pretty tricky because of the way I have her, so I'm going to actually go ahead and disconnect this stopper piece again, so that way I am able to even put this on. So her mechanism is fully extended out already, so I'm going to have to take this off to be able to put it. But you are going to want to take this connector, and there's a button on here. Push the button in, slide the pole in, and release the button to lock it into place. Your next step would be to attach the big unfolding module. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I completely forgot the order of how exactly this goes on, but I am assuming that this piece goes here. Yep, H to H. So you are going to want to connect H to H and G to G. Next, you are going to want to put on this part labeled I, and you are going to want to connect it to the part labeled I on the piece you just assembled. So we are going to snap lock it in like this. And these snap locks are a bit hard to do because I don't want to get cut. And here we go. Next, we are going to want to add weight onto this thing. And yeah, because we are definitely getting to the point where she's going to be heavy. Next, we are going to want to put on EMMELINE herself, which will be kind of hard because mine is kind of weird. It takes some time to get her in place, but let's do it. So we're going to want to connect it, and watch me struggle to connect this scary ghost spool up. It's a bit easier this time. And come on. Slide it. There we go. Wow. That was probably the quickest I was able to get this into place. Next, we are going to want to put on her ginormous cloth piece. We are going to drape it over her head, just like so, and we are going to bring it backwards, just like this. Next, we are going to want to connect J to J. There's another pull on that giant unfolding mech we have, and then we are going to want to take the J pull, and we are going to want to put it inside of EMMELINE. Now, I did say I was not really going to be able to show this part because I don't want to lose the little pieces, but there is a notch labeled L, and you are going to want to slide the L pull, which is the other side of that pull labeled J, and secure it on. The next step would really be to put all the hooks and loops, whatever. There are Velcros on this back piece. You're going to want to attach them to the Velcros onto EMMELINE herself, and there are hooks on that back cloth, so you are going to want to put them onto the hooks on EMMELINE, the little metal hooks. Now, our real last step for this would be connecting all the wires. There are only 2 wires, and you are going to want to run one of them onto this giant unfolding mechanism, take the wire clips, put them onto the unfolding mechanism, and you are going to want to use the wire clips to secure them into place. I'm trying to explain as best as possible. Then there is a wire coming from EMMELINE's head. What I'll do on camera is connect arms to EMMELINE. They do come detached, so you are going to want to look inside and look for the labels M. So we are going to connect the arm labeled M to the slot labeled M on her, and then we are going to want to connect the arm labeled N to the slot labeled N on her body. And yeah, let's get into the demo of the Spirit Halloween 2023 EMMELINE Animatronic. that is the Spirit Halloween 2023 EMMELINE Animatronic. After finally having her, I honestly think she might be my new favorite animatronic of all time. And this feels like something everyone says, but if you haven't seen this thing in person, you absolutely need to see this thing in person to get the scale of how insane this animatronic is. So EMMELINE is starting off at 7'1" tall, 7 foot 1 inches tall. As you can see, she's pretty tall. She looms over me, and then she comes out about 4 feet towards you. She is probably about 4 feet already, like in her resting position, and that is crazy to say. This thing is a behemoth of a prop. So, pros with this prop? She is pretty well made. Even though her mech is plastic, it is a pretty strong plastic, and I can see it lasting a while. Her mech is pretty violent, so it could get pretty concerning at times. But personally, mine has no issues frame-wise. Her detail is incredible. Her hands are a nice thick vinyl, so they will not be like dry rotting or anything. They are probably going to last quite a while. And overall, she's made pretty well for the amount I paid for her, which is $247. I highly recommend this prop. However, I do have some cons with her, and this, honestly, I've only seen ever happen with mine, so this is definitely not a common issue. But her control box is very glitchy. When I first set her up, she was working on IR sensor mode perfectly fine, but now it's a bit weird. So when I was messing with the modes, I realized that with the slightest move, the switch ends up glitching out a lot, and the prop glitches out quite a bit. It's very strange. Her adapter on mine, you literally have to adjust it at the perfect angle so that way it stays. Otherwise, she will literally not go. Like, I set her up earlier, and when she lunged out, she moved too much, and the adapter moved in a way where it stopped the prop, and I had to readjust it. So that's definitely not fun. I will have to ask for a new control box for this prop, and also, she no longer works on the IR sensor mode, which is a bit concerning. But other than those few issues, which definitely are not common, I highly recommend this prop. You probably will not have the issues I'm having with this prop, because I've only seen this happen to me, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. I will say it's only happened to me from what I've seen. Like, I haven't heard anyone else talk about this, so I'm not stopping you from buying her. I would say she is worth every penny. I would even say her retail price is worth it, but with a 20% off coupon, you can get her for around $250, which in my opinion is absolutely worth it. Worth every penny compared to other props you can get for the same price, if not more money. Thank you guys so much for watching my unboxing, setup, demo, and review video on the Spirit Halloween 2023/2024 EMMELINE Animatronic. Let me know what you guys think of her in the comments below. And yeah, that's really all I have for this video. Thanks for watching once again, and this is Darealist, signing off.